make your eyelids automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on a 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's built private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on a 10. Now we on top once again.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. Taken about 7 yards deep. Decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The Lions move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That is bombs away right there. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. At defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. Well, you practice these situations. It's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic could get you scored on again.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Sanders,
A gain of 3, second down.
tackle made right at midfield.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Malik Harrison with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On first down, Hurts. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. Is up, it's through, and extends their first quarter lead to 13-0.
13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Eagles nothing.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Miles Sanders.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. Steps away. And that will be incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Hurts. And he'll let one go deep for Howard. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Wentz. Flush to his right, and this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott Good with a PAT, and it's now 13-7. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. He is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now throwing on first down and completing it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a second. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Malik Harrison, his second sack of the night. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now they go screen. It's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Elliott is good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Well, the 2nd down throw on target, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Gain of 12. First down, Eagles.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 38. Take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot. As he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
24. Eagles.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they're able to to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
The 17-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Wentz. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing just outside his own goal line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second down, here's Hurts. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Hurts. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Philadelphia.
Throwing on first is Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. First throw now for the backup lock. Catch is made by Arcega right side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Working down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
First and 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
At the 41-yard line.
Behind the chain, second and 12. From the gun, it's Hurts. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play here. 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints add on to their lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. That's exactly what happened there.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's in the
Well, now we'll see if the offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Wentz now on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
The Saints take over.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he fires one incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but now it's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. So out comes the field goal team once more. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Shotgun now for Wentz. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Now Wentz again. And my goodness, another interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. And now here's another interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
The Saints on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Their own 23-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Miles Sanders.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Johnson on the tackle.
They'll go again with Sanders. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wentz on the give to Sanders. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Chicken down right.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Brings up.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he'll get this to the 30, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
The Wildcat.
Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Sanders. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Jordan made the tackle. Tonight's
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New Orleans, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.